Yo, what's going on YouTube? Just real quickly, it is your boy GZTV. We are going to go over quickly a couple NBA games as well as the two first four games because again, we're kind of getting into the tournament spirit. And there's honestly only two NBA games from tonight that I care to talk about. Sorry, I had a bad cough, but kind of getting into it. We'll first start with my Celtics playing the Bucks. This is the first time I've talked about the Celtics in a while because it seems like they either get dominated or they win in dominating fashion. But this was a close game, and it's interesting that without Giannis, I don't know. The Celtics open a big lead. They hold on to beat the Bucks without Giannis. They win by 3. Milwaukee Bucks guard Patrick Beverley made a spin move in the lane, floated a jumper over Boston's Luke Cornett, and then headed back on defense in a crouch, holding his hand a few inches above the floor to mock the Celtics center. We know how much of a competitor Pat Bev is. He brought some energy tonight. There was a lot of guys that stepped up for the Bucks. Shows just how good of a team they are. I mean, obviously people kind of shit on them. They're kind of memed throughout the season because of, their coaching problems and all that stuff. But Atlantic Division is ours. The Celtics have won the division. Not that divisions really matter in basketball, but it's still cool to say that we're the best of our bunch. Um, Porzingis had some nasty dunks. Jason Tatum was finishing strong at the rim. Derek White was hitting tough shots. Very nifty offense from guys like Jaylen Brown as well. So yeah, I gotta give the Bucks credit though. It's really cool to see that Chris Middleton's back. I love him as a player. I think Chris Middleton's awesome. He put up 22 points. He shot 67% from three. What a way to return. I think they're gonna need him in the playoffs to make a run. Obviously, you got 32 from Damian Lillard after a slow start, shooting 60% from three. Bobby frickin' Portis off the bench, 24 points, 15 rebounds, 67% from three, 55% overall. Malik Beasley, though. Malik Beasley has been really quiet for this franchise recently and been really kind of cold on his three-point shots. But, good thing they have, guys like Pat Connaughton that can kind of come in and take over when he's not having such a great game. So, yeah, they kind of did that. Looking at the Celtics, Jason Tatum puts up 31. You get 23 out of Derek White, 21 out of Jaylen Brown while shooting 50% from three. And that's really about it. Those three guys showed out. Obviously, the Celtics always have a good team effort to win games too. They're just so stacked. If we don't win this year, I don't know what I'm going to do, man. It is what it is. Looking at the Heat and the Cavs, I know Chippy's a big Heat fan. We're not going to talk about this too long because we're going to try to get to some college stuff as well. But Terry Rozier's go-ahead three-pointer with 14.5 seconds left helps the Heat beat the Cavs by 3. These are kind of wins that this team needs. Terry Rozier, insane, insane in the clutch, insane scoring, super clutch shots. I love Terry Rozier as an addition for this team. I think this is a guy that they really needed on the squad. Huge three-pointers. Obviously, Orlando Robinson was getting some tough shots to fall, and Patty Mills was playing pretty good. I'm really happy to see that Patty Mills actually helped played impactful minutes, played winning basketball. But yeah, Terry Rozier, tough shot after tough shot. Georges Niang was low key. I don't know what it was. Georges Niang was kind of giving him a hard time for what he usually does. But yeah, sorry about this cough. All right, we're gonna getting it to the box score here. We have the Heat. We have 30 points from Jimmy Butler, shooting 50% from three. You get a 24-point performance from Terry Rozier, who shot 50% overall. So those two kind of getting it done. No Bam Adebayo, so they kind of have some guys do a little bit more than they usually do. Monster game for Jared Allen, 25 and 20. Great stuff. You get 20 out of Darius Garland. You get 16 and 12 out of Karis LeVert. Isaac Okoro as a starter. He's started on this franchise for a while, but I don't really know about it. It is what it is. They don't really have anyone else. They're kind of lacking depth because of guys like Donovan Mitchell being out with injury, so hopefully they can get him back by the playoffs. But that's all for NBA this week. I think we can transition and kind of translate this to tomorrow, where we're going to be talking about all the close games, all March Madness. I'm not going to talk about every game because that's going to take too long. Maybe once we get to the Sweet 16, we can do that. But these were good first four games. I mean, Grambling, and Montana State to kind of start us off. Jordan Smith had a putback dunk, huge in OT. Yeah, they had to overtime. Shot barely bounced off the rim. The madness already begins. The drama already starts. And again, like I said, I posted my March Madness review prediction today, so you guys can go check that out. And as the tournament's going on, I'm going to update you guys. Yeah, Grambling was tough. They looked pretty scary in the first round. I'm still gonna go with Purdue, but man, they look pretty scary. Yeah, Jordan Smith, all sorts of insane shots. John Olmstead was getting to the rim for Montana State. Just excuse me if I don't know a lot of the players. No one really played super good for Grambling. It was just more of a team effort. They came together. Super efficient. Montana State played good as well. This 16 seeds played pretty tough. You get shout out to Robert Ford. Obviously, he won't be in the tournament, but he put up 26 and he shot 75% from three. So shout out to him. He was the big performer kind of the night. We're not going to talk about these games that much, but moving on to Colorado and Boise State. Tristan Da Silva scores 20 points as Colorado outlasts Boise State by 7 to cap the first four. And yeah, now we have all the teams we need in the bracket. Great scoring from Tristan Da Silva. Colorado won its first NCAA tournament game in 3 years. Obviously, their football program kind of built some hype, and they have a lot of stuff going down. But, yeah, this is a pretty sloppy win, but a win is a win. Eddie Lampkin Jr. Had to put back. He's going to be a tough big man for Florida coming up in the first round. KJ Simpson hit some crazy shots. Eddie Lampkin, man, it was all about him. Obviously tempers were flaring. This guy plays with some fire. He's a big dude. He plays with a lot of passion. Cody Williams was playing really good defense. But yeah, looking at Colorado, you get 20 from Da Silva while shooting 50% from three. You get 19 points and 11 rebounds from KJ Simpson, so pretty good game there from him. Boise State really struggled. I don't think they played that good of a game. They could have got a little more out of Omar Stanley. Would have been nice to see him kind of being more involved in the scoring end and be a little more efficient, not go 1 for 9 maybe. I mean, he's a great rebounder. He helped them out throughout the tournament, but yeah, obviously tomorrow's going to be super sick. I cannot wait for Mississippi State and Michigan State. That's going to start our day off right. That'll be really fun. Not too many insanely good games. I think Oregon and South Carolina will be really good to look forward to. I think like Nevada and Dayton will be good. Yeah, Nevada and Dayton should be pretty good. Let's see, what else are we looking at? Not much. I mean, all the odds. I mean, oh yeah, Drake and Washington State. I'm super hyped for that game, but that's all. Looking at, I guess we can look at the NBA playoff bracket, or not playoff bracket, but like kind of the picture and the standings. We might as well. We're not going to talk about them anymore. Celtics clinched the division. I think they're the first team that clinched a division, so that's really dope. No one else has clinched. Give an update, the Memphis Grizzlies have been eliminated from the playoffs, so there's only two. The Rockets and the Jazz are the only two teams outside of the play-in that can still fight their way in. Meanwhile, in the East, you still have like the Nets, the Raptors, and the Hornets that still have a chance to fight in. So there you have it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I am out. Tomorrow you're going to get a review for 30 Days at Night, I think it's what it's called. I just watched a horror film on Netflix today. We're going to check that out, and then you're going to have March Madness